So let it be a group of friends trying to decide which movie to watch, or where to go for dinner, or a cabinet of ministers trying to figure out which policies to implement. Collective decision making is an essential part of life, and hence a fair collective decision making system is important. So let's take an example. So there are 10 friends, 6 of them want to eat watermelon and 4 of them want to eat pineapple. So as per traditional methods like majority voting, what we go for is watermelon. And it also makes sense, right? As most of the people are satisfied. But then we are sidelining the nuanced perspectives. And this especially amplifies when we look at a long-term process. So basically, for 5 rounds, only watermelon is chosen. So to overcome these issues, there are a few new perpetual voting rules that were introduced, like perpetual quota. Over here, perpetual quota tries to make sure to choose an option which basically tries to make sure that the outcomes are proportionally representative, which is quite well. So while this makes sure that the outcomes are representative, it still has a lot of limitations when it comes to applying in the real life scenarios. For example, to look at multifaceted fairness, like she mentioned before, representing diverse perspectives, and also they aren't robust in dynamic environments. So we try to propose a rule which tries to cover all these perspectives. So I'll go through each of these concepts one by one. So first is multifaceted fairness. So what do we mean by that? So fairness can be represented or defined in various ways. One is proportional influence, so to make sure that each person is proportionally represented, then making sure that not a particular group is preferred over the other, or also making sure that people are frequently represented, and trying to maximize the total welfare. So what the current rules do is they try to optimize on a single aspect of fairness, but what we actually need to do is look at multiple types of fairness together. Then is plurality of perspectives. So it looks like a 3. But then if you look it from the right-hand side, you'll see it, you can look at it as a W. If you look from the left side, it looks like an M. And if you look from the top, it looks like an epsilon. So what exactly is it? And this is especially important when we do not know the ground truth, or where there are subjective interpretations to the same thing. And considering these different perspectives is essential for a fair collective decision-making process. Then non-stationarity. So with time, people's preferences change, the environment changes, there are new political parties that are coming, there are new policies that are coming, and even participation changes. So not everyone will be able to participate at every time. There might be some people who are absent at particular time steps. We implemented a paper on non-stationarity of participants. So basically, let's say that there is an epidemic or a pandemic, and hence some people couldn't be present due to illness or scheduling conflicts, so they weren't aware about it. So what we observed is that the fairness significantly reduced. And hence, what we try to do is introduce an artificial agent which tries to learn the preferences from the previous rounds and casts a vote on behalf of the participant, which then again goes into a voting rule process and a collective decision-making process, and we could see a significant improvement in it. Hence, it is important to have an algorithm which tries to represent diverse perspectives amid ambiguity, is robust in dynamic environments, and also looks at a holistic perspective of fairness. Thank you.